What's going on, guys? My name is Arion. I have a digital marketing agency in Orange County, California, and this is my first video. And I wanted to document my journey on how I scale my digital marketing agency from zero to who knows millions in the future. That is my overall goal, is to be financially free, take care of my parents, my friends, and hopefully everyone around me in a way where money is not a worry anymore. So with this video, I wanted to show you guys on how I got my first client for my agency, the details on everything that happened, all the bullshit that I was going through, and honestly just give you guys the tips and tricks on what you guys can utilize if you have your own digital marketing agency to also copy as well. So anyone who's watching this video, thank you for your time. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys are interested to learn more, hit the subscribe button and keep following and staying tuned with my videos. I plan to post more videos in the future. So how did I get my first client? So to tell you a little bit of backstory about myself, I have a general contractor's license. I'm 25 years old. I used to be a really good project manager for a general contractor in Irvine, but I found that my passion and my skills lied in the digital marketing technology side of things. So I wanted to sway away from the actual manual blue collar stuff onto the digital side, because that's where I felt most comfortable in. This is where my passion is, and I really wanted to strive for like a business that I own and have complete control over. And so from there, I built my digital marketing agency, and it's been about 2 months since I've started to run this thing. I have a partner with me. His name's Farbod. Shout out Farbod, you're the boy. He helps me on the back end of things with some miscellaneous tasks, but I'm primarily the business owner. I'm the brains behind it all. I know all the operations and the things that are needed to be done. And so with that, how did I get my first client, right? So first, I chose home service businesses as my niche because I had prior experience. I've been in this industry for about 5 years. I'm really good with knowing all the pain points and the issues of home service businesses and why they would need marketing. I used to do project management and marketing at the same time, so my workload was really, really crazy. But at the time, I'm really glad that I did both, because I learned so much in not only the construction aspects of it, but also the digital aspects of how, businesses are seasonal demands, how some high ticket clientele, you have to nurture your leads more and kind of have a different approach to things. So really being involved in both allowed me to see all aspects of the business side and also the service side. And originally I did a lot of photography and videography. I actually got my drone license back in like 2022. I'm a FA Part 107 license, and I also did a lot of like real estate shootings. So whenever a contractor had any finished bathrooms or kitchens or any finished full home remodels, I would go out there, take pictures and videos for them, and help them with their marketing aspects on that side. I learned really kind of full scale of how marketing would work for their business, not only like specializing in paid ads or visual media, but also learning about like SEO, websites, funnels, systems, and things that are more in tune with the full omnipresence of how marketing works. So really that experience I transferred over into my digital marketing agency, and I wanted to target home service businesses specifically because of not only that experience, but also I found that a lot of home service businesses don't have the means to do marketing. They don't have employees to do marketing in a very confident way that brings value to them, or they don't want to work with a agency that lies about bringing leads, or they pay a certain amount and they'll bring them certain amounts of businesses. Like, it's a really kind of sleazy way a lot of marketing agencies target home service businesses. So I wanted to be that kind of differentiator, be a trusted partner, be very transparent with them, and show them the actual things that they do need without just offering things that wouldn't be of value. And the way I started this out was I used ChatGPT. ChatGPT AI, you get a bunch of answers and solutions within seconds. So I thought it was really amazing, like the things that they can tell you with. I also use like Claude. I would recommend Claude to anybody. Claude's really, 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 really smart. I would honestly prefer Claude over ChatGPT. And I also watch a lot of YouTube videos of people who have similar businesses, and also learn all about their like client acquisition strategies and their stories on how they cold called, or they send out cold emails, or they go in person. And from that, it was really funny. It was a weekend. It was actually Friday night. Me and my partner were at my house, and we were just discussing on how we can actually bring leads. So my idea was to commit every Saturday to do like a free shoot Saturdays for home service businesses. So our idea was to drive around the city and go to job sites where contractors are working, whether it be a general contractor, a roofer, plumber, whatever. We would shoot them a free video, and we would hand out like our business cards at the same time to hopefully bring them from a lead into a client. And that story was really fun because that first Saturday we drove around like Costa Mesa, Tustin, Santa Ana, all those areas. And since it was Saturday, no one was really working on site. So it was kind of a dud experience. But it was a good idea. The idea was there. And so I'll tell you why. From there, we actually went to Home Depot and Lowe's and handed out our business cards, kind of met with contractors who were buying materials and told them about our services and our industry. Not really many people were interested. The reason why is because we're kind of selling ourselves as if like we were a salesman, not really talking to people who are high intent looking for marketing. We were kind of just like, hey, this is what we do. We'd love to help you and, provide a free shoot for you. And so none of that really worked on that day. We were driving back home, and on the highway, a lot of contractors are driving with their trucks or their big like vans, and they have phone numbers on the side. So my partner Farbod called one, and we actually landed our first interested prospect. We ended up scheduling him for the next Saturday for the shoot because at the same time I was working still as a project manager. So my Monday through Fridays were completely tied up with that business and those hours. So we ended up going next Saturday to do the free shoot for him. The shoot went amazingly well. We had like an ad script ready that we configured to his business, his ideal client, the services that he offered. And from there, I paid about $30 out of pocket to a high quality video editor that made me a really badass video that I can show the client, show the lead. And that was kind of out of pocket my cost because I really wanted to be confident in this video, kind of bring him on board. And so once I had that ready, I got on another meeting with him. I got him on a Google Meet with my partner. We showed him like a big slideshow deck that we spent like a week on with all our services, about us, kind of our process from start to finish. And honestly, that was like I would never do that again. Like I spent way too much time thinking about the back end and the overall like process and systems of things. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But anyways, I got on that call. I offered him my service. He loved the video. But once I got into the pricing package, once I got into the pricing page of my slideshow, I saw his face kind of like get really like, confused. Like he wanted to not do anything with me at that point. I think my overall pricing was, my primary pricing at that time was $2,500 per month. And with that, I offered like a ton of various things like social media management, a lot of systems, AI systems, actual like filming of his projects every single month. And I'm really, really glad now that I look back on it that he declined that, because since then I changed my business model, my services a little bit. I'll talk about that a little more as to why I did that. I learned more that my lead was doing marketing with another agency, and he wasn't really happy with the services that they were providing to him. And I said, hey, why don't I just do like an SEO audit of your website? I'll show you the details of what's going on in the back end so that you can understand what your marketing agency is actually doing for you. And so from there, he agreed. I spent about 2-3 days getting that SEO audit prepared for him. Got him like a full like 6 to 7 page PDF, kind of showing them the insights of the bad things, of course, as to why he should fix things on his website and his SEO presence off page and on page. And I got on another meeting with him the following, I think 3 or 4 days after that. And thankfully he said yes. He wanted to work with me on the SEO, and that was my kind of big, success with the business, knowing that like I can actually get clients and sell people. Funny enough, kind of while I was onboarding him and getting his SEO works going, about 2 weeks later, he called me up and said, hey, Aryan, I need your help with some visual media for one of my projects that I got going on. And from there, I learned that he was also having another marketing agency help him with paid ads. And kind of doing an audit of the paid ads, of that marketing agency, I learned that they weren't really bringing him any leads. They were just funneling tons of money. I think it was about, he was saying like $5,000 per month just on management fees, which I blew my mind because I thought that was absolutely insane. And he didn't get any leads from that, and it's been ongoing for months. I told him, I can do paid ads for you and really show you confidently my services are better than the ones that you're actually working for. So from there, I scheduled a shoot. It was a 2-day shoot where I shot like a before and after of a re-roof project, and I upsold him. I remember specifically when he agreed to getting on board with a paid ad service, I was like jumping up and down. I remember like hugging my parents, and that's when I really knew like this would work, because it just felt so fulfilling knowing like he trusted me and felt confident in my services, that he was willing to pay upwards of thousands of dollars for a management fee of paid ad services. So I got him on board with the paid ads. I got him on board with the SEO, and he's still my client to this day. We're working with him, and just to show you, it's no bullshit. This is my Stripe account. You'll see that initially on January 6th, he got on board with the SEO, and then 2 weeks later, he got on board with the paid ad service. Just for anyone who doesn't believe me, this is my Stripe account. The proof is here. And so really, the game changer as to why things had gone well for me with this model of client acquisition was because I offered that free shoot. If I never offered that free shoot, I don't think he would have ever given me the light of day. But once I offered him that free shoot and I offered him that nice video, he saw the video, it built trust, it built credibility that these guys can take care of my marketing and really feel confident in the services that I offer. So anyone who's out there, trying to get leads or clients for their own digital marketing agency, I highly suggest you to figure out a way where you can give your leads a free offer, almost like a lead magnet for your leads. You need to do something where they can see the value before they actually get on board with you for, say, a monthly retainer. I don't like doing a one-time thing where you're doing like a photo shoot for $300 to $600 a month, $600 per service, and you don't know how many you're getting per year or per month. So that was really the game changer for me. And to show you the process from really start to finish, this isn't the most ideal process, of course, to get your clients. I'm just starting out. Of course, my process is going to get more seamless as I get better at this and have more money for, say, paid ads in the future. I'm going to be running like paid ads on Facebook and Instagram and Google. But this was how I got my first client. Called them, gave them the free value, scheduled the shoot, completed the shoot, got the editing and content ready for delivery. By the way, editing content and getting that stuff ready is not the easiest. That was honestly probably the biggest hassle for me. After that, I scheduled a meeting with him. He wasn't on board with anything from there. I did an SEO audit of his current website, got that PDF ready with all the issues of it, scheduled another call, and then I closed him with the SEO, and that's when I onboarded him with the SEO, and about 2 weeks later, I upsold him on the paid ads and closed him for that too. And that is a long process. It's not the easiest. There's a lot of friction in between. There's a lot of bullshit in between. But that's how I got my first client. And anyone out there who's running their own digital marketing agency, you'll know like getting your first client is probably not the easiest. You're still learning how things work. You're probably still learning about your own services. You're probably understanding like what you can offer. And at that time, I was going through the same issues as well. As I mentioned before, I used to my pricing, my packages were primarily like social media and organic branding. My primary service is now websites and systems with GHL, and also I offer SEO and paid ads and kind of exclusive services like the photos and videos when they work with me on the monthly retainers. I don't want to just offer photos and videos as like a sole service, because I only want to offer that when they work with me specifically on a monthly retainer. That way, my business is not in tune of being like a photographer or a videographer, but it's in tune of actually being a marketing agency while offering them like selective services so that they don't have to go outreach to, say, a solo photographer or solo videographer whenever they need that actual service. And that was kind of the whole process. I learned a lot from getting my first client. I'm hoping to get more and more clients, of course, as I go on. I hope you guys, learned from this in any sort of fashion, or if it inspired you to try this strategy, try it out for yourself. I'd love to learn kind of how you guys did it for yourself. If you liked anything that I said, like and subscribe down below. I plan to make more videos as I continue to scale this agency. It's going to be a process for me. If you guys have any possible suggestions or advice, I'd love to learn more. And yeah, my goal is to hopefully scale this agency to 10K a month within the first year, and from there, honestly, just keep scaling. Anyone who is in a position where they're learning from videos or learning from ChatGPT, I can't stress this enough. Put that shit down and literally just go do it. The more you think about it, the more you like write it down in a Google Doc and save it for later. I can't fathom how much time I spent actually just creating like SOPs and sales SOPs. It doesn't matter until you actually go do it. You literally need to spend the time to go try it out for yourself before you can understand what works for you and what's the best strategy for you. If I never did that, then I would have never known. So really, I can't stress it enough. Go out there, take some action. Nike has an amazing slogan. Just literally do it, and get your leads, man. Get your clients on board. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I appreciate you guys' time. And yeah, let's move the needle.